Hello my lovelies and welcome back. It's Light Tarot Reader back with another video. Before we start, let me remind you to smash the like button and also leave a hype. You can always comment below, tell me what you think, what's your side of the story, and also subscribe to the channel and hit the button to get notified whenever I upload a new video. We have a new video coming to you every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Also, remember to follow me on Instagram, TikTok or Facebook at light.tarotreader or light_tarot reader. You will find all the links and everything that you need in the details below. Now, let's dive into this new video. What are their late night thoughts about you, about your past, present and future? And let's dive into this person's mind. Try to think about the person that you're interested in. Try to focus on their voice, the way that you touched one another, your memories, and let's head into this reading. So in the past, they were not so ready to let go. With temperance, we have someone who was always controlling themselves, kind of holding back, and they were kind of trying to balance everything out. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is something that you have with someone, like we're building a family or we're going to be together forever. We have to combine our finances. Like they were keeping all of those thoughts from you. They thought they found the true one and only soulmate, but we have the Chariot. The thing is that life was kind of taking you apart from one another, and they had so many things they didn't even try to discuss with you. Like they had so many family matters that they were holding on to. It had to do with money and also with some situations involving economical security. There were so many things that you kind of didn't know, but they had to try and sort things out. You were both coming closer to one another, but you were also at the same time kind of driving each other a bit like further apart, because they kept so many secrets from you and they didn't try to tell you everything. That was the point. Like this person was always making some future plans with you. They were always thinking ahead, trying to see what's going to come next, or perhaps what's the next twist and turn. They were always trying to find a way to progress and trying to find some new horizons for the both of you. Like, where should we go next, where you haven't been or what you haven't tried to do, even sampling new flavors. Everything was on the table. And with the Knight of Swords, we have someone who was very talkative, but not just towards you, but we have someone who was always thinking about you. They were quite impatient, and also they were this type of perfectionist. Like, I want to make every moment count, I want to make everything seem amazing. We have someone who was very, very ambitious. And yet again, with the card of Temperance, all of this was in their mind. Like, they're kind of thinking right now, why didn't I tell you? Why didn't I try to do everything? Like, why did I try to keep all of my future and current problems from you? Because with the Knight of Swords, now this person is kind of like a good liar. It's not someone who instinctively is drawn to lying, but because they are thinking of so many things all the time. Like we have someone who is quite the quick thinker, and someone who is also very direct. Like that's the thing, like they're telling you something, but on their mind there's like this other big list of things to do or things to worry about. But because they didn't want you to share the pain, the burden and the anxiety that was going on, they didn't try to let you in. They were also kind of creating a couple of little white lies, which led to bigger lies and things that actually drove you further apart. Now we have the Star, which is the strongest of the 78 cards that we have on the deck. And the 10 of cups, like this person is wishing that they can have a family with you, that they can get married to you, they want to live the rest of their lives with you. We have the 10 of pentacles and the 10 of cups on top of one another. We are creating a line like from past, present, and towards the future. We have someone who is thinking very, very highly of you. And we have the King of Swords now in the middle of it all. Like, it's the thing that it's not just something that they wish about, it's something that makes complete sense to this person. Like, we have someone who is very, very clear about all of those things. I'm trying to be someone who is very serious, someone that you can, see, and see someone who is very strong-willed. We have someone who knows how to control their emotions. They are not ready to share all of those things with you. They are trying to seem like someone who is very strong, like they have authority. But the problem is that what they're showing you and what they're showing to the world is completely different from what they're thinking about. Now, we have the Five of Swords and also the Fool. We have someone who is trying to make new beginnings. They haven't told you, but they're very anxious about many things altogether. Like, this person is kind of speaking, but also fighting in a way. We have someone who, when they get verbal, they become defensive, and on the other hand, we are seeing someone who is trying to win at all costs. Like, they're trying to heal some of their family drama. And also, if that person could talk to you with the Fool right here, they would tell you like, I'm still learning how to accept myself, how to become a better version of myself. I am still not ready, but I so want us to have another go, and I want us to make this work. Now, for the future, we have the Judgment. It will be high time later on to make up some, excuses, or to find a way to decide what's going to come to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, someone who is very slow on to, making up their mind. We have someone who is very, very also, we have a stable type of person right here. You're very confident, very headstrong, but we have someone who is a quite slow learner, and they're going to find out, or at least that's what they think about. Like, I am so going to find out that you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatsoever, because you have so many people admiring you. As you can see right here, which also was the theme, like, which are the late night thoughts about you. As you can see, they're always thinking about you. They cannot sleep well at night, and that's what's keeping them up. All of those scenarios that they make up, they are always kind of not just overthinking. We have someone who is fighting with anxiety, fear, and also someone who is seeing nightmares, perhaps even on the daily for you. And because of that, we have nothing that we can do, because as I told you before, with the Knight of Swords and also the King of Swords in the middle, we have someone who will never ever tell you. They're holding on to this truth because they have so many high standards for themselves. So that's because of the family drama and all of those bad experiences that they had, so they cannot quite open up to you yet. But because we have the Star, we have someone who wishes for redemption and also some healing. Now, this didn't come to pass yet, but because of you, we have someone who is very inspired to change their lives. And also, like, this person thinks that they are not on your level, perhaps because you have so much confidence radiating from you, and you're so sure of yourself even when you make some mistakes. And that's the problem. This person is afraid to make a mistake. They're afraid to seem vulnerable to you, because that's kind of like, a letdown. We have someone who was always very pressured into doing everything correctly. We have someone who never ever was able to share everything with others. That's why we have the Seven of Swords, someone who is hiding, always knows exactly, how to make others believe something else, and someone who's also very, very good with, changing the subject and also trying to make you pay attention to anything else but their own pain and suffering. Believe me when I tell you, even if this person is posting like so many amazing stories on Instagram or Facebook, or always seeming like they're happy, that's because they can control their emotions. But when you are able to like dive deeply into their, the subconscious, the heart, everything is kind of falling apart, and they're very, very anxious about what you're going to do next. We have someone who's also keeping a close eye to you, even though you sometimes cannot see it. There are so many ways to keep tabs with someone that we would like to know what their next, step in life is. Now, let's take it, deeper. Let's dive deep right here. We have someone who was with you. They were enjoying themselves. They were magnetized to you, like they had the best experiences with you. It doesn't have to do just with the matters of the heart, like someone who loves you. They had this amazing chemistry, like when you were touching each other, it was magnetic, and it was so amazing and so unique. It's like they still think about all of those times that you were in bed with one another. I can say it freely, I think. And like they still miss the way that your scent, your touch, everything about you. And as you can see, we have someone who was considering marriage in the past, like when you were with one another. Perhaps they even told you, but not like directly. We have someone who spoke to you, and as you can see, they kind of, perhaps they even broke up with you via text message or a phone call. Someone who was so distant, and they kind of accepted the fact that they cannot face you. So as you can see right here, we have someone who was always trying to distance themselves from you because they never thought that they could make you happy. And we have someone right here who was always kind of, doing what they think was right, but not, asking you first. Like we have someone who will never ever try to ask for your help, but they were always ready to share some bad news with you because it wasn't something that had to do with emotion. They were looking for support, but they were not doing it in the best way possible. Right now, we have someone who is kind of, speaking, talking to someone else. They're seeing someone else, but we have the Lovers, and as you can see, we have the two of you like surrounding this energy. You are still on top of their emotions, like you're holding on to their heart and their love, but we have someone who is kind of helping them accept this reality, because they think that the two of you are kind of frozen in time, but it's not completely over yet. As you can see, we have the two of you kind of like perhaps even in a new relationship, like altogether. Perhaps the both of you are kind of flirting with others, but the thing is that you are not together now. Now we have someone who thinks like, if I am lucky, now you are going to get in a fight with the next person. Like, I need to show you that I'm better, I'm doing better than you, because they have so much, as I told you before, anxiety and so much sadness bottled up. So hopefully, even if you have someone else, as you can see, if I am lucky enough, that's why we have the machine from the casinos, if I am lucky enough, or perhaps if something goes wrong, like we have someone thinking, but in a happier manner, like perhaps something will go wrong between the two of you and you're going to break up so that I can have my chance once again. For the future, as you can see, they never ever stop thinking about you, and they think about the changes. Like, this person really wants to change so that they can be with you. And we have someone who is going to meet you when they are ready. We have someone right here who is going to change their appearance, the way that they do things. Like, I want to be a different man or woman, whatever actually has to do with you. And we have someone right here who is thinking to themselves, like, I need to impress you, I need to show you that I've moved on, I am better, and you can actually finally let me in your heart once again. And you're going to learn about those changes first from other people. That's kind of a problem for them because you two have some people in common. Perhaps you have the same friends on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, or you still keep in contact with each other's friends or family members, and they want to kind of get ahead from all of those situations. Like, I need to change and come to you before you can learn what's going on. And also we have someone who really thinks about going away, like physically, like getting further away from everyone that's surrounding them. As you can see, we have someone right here who has both the family side and the work life kind of like combined. Perhaps they all work together, we have some type of family business, and they kind of live together. That's why we have someone who is very angry at everyone all the time. Now, for the changes, we have someone who needs to change their status. Like, I need to become my own boss, I need to find something else, perhaps even stop depending on others, like find a different workplace or create my own line of work, whatever that is. Even if I have to lie to others, even if I have to lie to you, like if we meet and I'm still in the progress of making all of those changes, I need to persuade you to still keep thinking about me. As you can see, we have someone who is very sad. We have the card of despair, like, I really miss you, I really want to be with you. Now, for the lovers, we have a message. They think about texting you and telling you how things have been. And if I'm lucky, like, still, as you can see, they have this phrase within their thoughts, like, if I am lucky, you're going to fight with this one. If I am lucky, you're still going to have high honors. Like, when you think about me, like, you will think of highly of me. I need you to, so that I can be just a little bit happier. With this person, they think about ending things. It's just someone who helps me find myself again. And if you find someone else, they think that this would be completely correct, because you're someone who is worth so many things in life. Like, if you found someone who is better than me, richer than me, more fun than me, that would be the way of the universe telling me that, okay, you messed up and you need to change your ways. Also, that's kind of making this person sad at the same time. Like, I am so sick of thinking like I am not good enough, I am not funny enough or beautiful enough or have enough money. We have someone with very low self-esteem, and that's why they could not hold on to you. As you can see, we have someone who is being handled by a mature woman in their life. Like, perhaps this could be their mother, or they have some type of trauma because of this woman, perhaps even the grandmother, the godmother, whoever that is. This man or woman is controlled by this woman, either physically or metaphorically, like the memory of them. And fighting goes way back when this person was a child. We have someone who is struggling with getting the recognition that they need. Like, I am always trying to show everyone else I'm doing better, and that's why I need to change. I need to see others finally realizing that I am a grown up and someone who is well mannered. I can do everything on my own, and that's kind of like an innate need of this person. The universe now is going to tell you that you need to realize things, like you need to see everything like from further away. Try not to focus on what's been going on, and when you meet this person again, try to understand that all of this doesn't have to do with you, and even with other people. Now, for the two of you, you need to trust the process. First, you need to trust this person, and even if they lie to you, even if they broke your heart, remember they didn't mean all of this to hurt you. Also, they still think about marriage. We have someone who thinks about getting married to you, even if you haven't been together for long or you haven't been with one another for years. This person really thinks that you two are meant for each other. Now, what they're wishing for, let's head into the universe for once more. They're trying to accept things as they are. We have someone who is having a very emotional phase, and they are trying to work things out with everyone else at home. And on the other hand, we have someone who is awakening, someone who is trying to find their deeper resolve and finally make things good with you and with everyone else. Remember, this person is still fighting to make everything right, so try not to take all of those thoughts seriously, because we have someone who is kind of like a victim of their own self. Now, when I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So when you come into their life, once again, try to be happy, try to play nice, because if this person sees you like having a good time or not being mad at them, they will be much easier to open up. So the advice of the universe is be ready to meet with them again, because they're thinking about this like all the time. I need to see you, I need to talk to you, I need to let you know how I'm feeling, even if I'm not able to. Just one small portion of my emotions needs to come out. So be ready, because they cannot stop thinking about you. They miss you terribly, and they actually know that they have hurt you, but they didn't mean to do so. If you like this video, you can leave a thumbs up, also leave a hype. You can comment below, tell me what you think, tell me your side of the story, and always subscribe and hit the button to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I wish that you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.